We ran a split test with it, downloaded the app, and we did 1.4 million in a month off this app.
Hey guys, we have the legend here, the Van Oaks. So he's marketing president at
the CMO of diesel power gear, diesel sellers.
Yeah, so he's spending like wild amounts of money on different platforms. So I want to pick his brain and share with you guys, basically what's working right now. Yeah. So yeah, glad to have you. So what's working for you right now? And I know that you brought some special app to the conference, right?
Yeah. So we're a Shopify store, right?
Yeah.
We sell a lot on Shopify. There's an app that was released called TapCart, and that's what I'm speaking on here at the conference. And it basically just takes your Shopify and it reskins it into an app. You don't have to develop the app. You don't have to anything. It just uses your Shopify to actually make this app, and we ran a split test with it, downloaded the app, and we did 1.4 million in a month off this app because it's free push notifications. You can send as much as you want. We have a 50,000 person list now, and it's just growing every day. We got 5-star reviews. The app's fantastic. So that's what I'm speaking on here at the conference. But yeah, we spend a lot on Facebook, a lot on Snapchat, kind of all the channels. But yeah, that's
TikTok.
Not yet. I'm not approved.
No?
I need to get approved. I'm waiting to get approved. I submitted my application a couple months ago, and I still haven't heard back. So hopefully soon. I would like to start spending on TikTok.
Cool. So for Snapchat, like, is that for like younger audience?
What's surprising about Snapchat? I don't know.
I have a prejudice. Yeah, I have. We start with us.
Everybody does, but that's the problem with marketers. Is that they think there's only one way to win.
When
really, there's not. Snapchat, it has over 400,000 monthly users. Like it's massive, right? It's not. It doesn't have the scalability that Facebook has. But like I was telling you earlier, my return on Snapchat is better than on Facebook. Like I'm seeing a 6-to-1 return on Snapchat. And Facebook, I see 3.5 on Facebook. So it's better there, and people don't really understand that.
Less competitive.
The 30 to 35-year-olds are buying on Snapchat. If your demographic, if anybody buying your stuff is under 35 years old, I guarantee you they're on Snapchat, in some way, shape, or form. So my biggest buyers are 30 to 34-year-olds, and then my second biggest buyers are 35 plus. So there's over 35-year-olds that are on Snapchat. It's primarily a female demographic, but my brand's 90% male, and we still are very successful on Snapchat. So it works, and it's a lot less competitive than Facebook. There's not as many people doing it, so my CPMs are $2.20 for 1,000 impressions on Snapchat.
Wow.
Really cheap.
$2?
Yeah, in the U.S. So it's really cheap.
Oh, wow.
A lot cheaper to advertise on Snapchat.
Not a lot of people have actually figured it out.
I just don't think a lot of people have tried. It's very similar to Facebook. It really is. It has a pixel, and as long as you're feeding the pixel with enough data, it works. So I just think not a lot of people are trying. They're used to Facebook. They kind of can't teach old dogs new tricks type thing, and they're used to Facebook, and that's where they're at. When in reality, if you diversify a little bit, you'll probably be better off.
Cool. And so with those like multiple channels, right? How do you like do you see some big like overlap between like multiple channels in terms of tracking?
Not really. A little bit, but like I said, the younger generation's on Snapchat. The older generation's on Facebook.
So that's how you're segmenting them.
Yeah, I really do segment them that way.
Okay.
If you talk to a 20-year-old, if you talk to an 18-year-old right now, they're not on Facebook. I guarantee you they're not even on Facebook. Like, my little brother came in to do an internship with me, and he's 20 years old. He's 19 years old. And I watched this kid, and all he had was Snapchat. He texted through Snapchat.
Wow.
He talked through Snapchat. He didn't even, and I asked him, I said, do you use Instagram? He's like, I use Instagram. I said, do you use Facebook? He's like, never.
Really?
He's like, I have a Facebook, I don't ever look at it. I only look at my Instagram and my Snapchat. So he has Instagram, but he does everything through Snapchat.
Wow. It's interesting.
Yeah.
And in terms of like volume, like you making the same volume on Snapchat as on Facebook?
No, I spend a lot more on Facebook.
Yeah.
Facebook's a bigger platform,
Yeah.
right? Like I'm not trying to shit on Facebook. Facebook is still like it's still number one, right?
Yeah.
Like, and I spend more on Facebook than any other platform, and we still are very successful on Facebook. I'm just saying, people should diversify a little bit.
Yeah.
And also test the waters in the Snapchat world.
Cool. And like email, like still.
Email. I'm really hot on text message right now, on SMS. So
you got SMS bump or something else?
So I use what's called Postscript.
Okay.
It integrates with your Shopify, and it's like Klaviyo, right?
Yeah.
But it's for text messaging. So we did, I think, I just looked at it yesterday. I want to remember the numbers. It's like, I think 3.8 million last year on text message alone, and we only spent like 240,000 or so. So the return on text message is great. We do email, text, and now I do push notifications because of our app. The push notifications are free, so I send.
Like every day?
No, I send like 3 times a week because you're trying not to get unsubscribed.
Yeah.
So I send probably 3 times a week.
Okay. And is that like different like deals, like new products, like
different deals, dynamic retargeting on abandoned cart sequences. So
with push notifications.
Yeah. So it's a picture of what they were looking at in the cart.
Wow.
On a push notification. But yeah, new products, promotions, and then abandoned cart, dynamic creative.
Wow, like good combination of all of this.
Yeah, all of it.
That's good. Like Instagram or Facebook, like works better for you?
Facebook works better. I mean, I use influencers heavily on Instagram. So Instagram's there. We use both of them. They both convert really well, Facebook and Instagram. But yeah, they're both good.
Cool. So what are the changes you see? Like, I mean, so what changed basically since last year? In terms of like
last year, I think I was just telling you, I think I diversified a little bit since last year. Last year I was so heavily embedded into Facebook.
Okay.
Facebook.
Yeah. I remember like that kind of like.
That was it. And it's been really good, but I've got a team that I've hired that's trained that kind of runs the Facebook, so it allows me time. I think I get bored too. Like, I like to learn new things. So like Snapchat was something new for me to learn, and now, as of this last month, learning how to get app downloads and how to send the push notification and do all that. So now I'm heavy on the app, but I'd like to do other things. I think that's the biggest thing that I changed in this last year is I just diversified a little bit.
Cool. Do you see other brands do that as well, or it's like,
I see a lot of other brands do that, but a lot of other brands do it with agencies. They hire agencies to run this, agencies to run that, agencies to run this. I like to learn it, and then I'll hire people and train them how to do
in-house.
it in-house. We do all of our stuff in-house. There's nothing that we do. We do email in-house, Facebook, Snapchat. All of our stuff is in-house. I have a creative team in-house that I hire a videographer and a photographer, all in-house.
Cool. So how do you learn new platforms? Like, do you just like start testing, or like what?
Snapchat. So I started Snapchat 2 years ago when they didn't have a pixel and it was shit.
Yeah.
It wasn't until last November that they reinstalled the pixel. They got a better pixel. They updated it, and as of last November, it's been really good. But you just hop in there. I didn't take any courses or anything that way. It's very similar to Facebook, so I just hopped in there and did it. And then with the app, Tapcart had a team that kind of walked me through a lot of the stuff. If I had any questions or if I had any coding that I needed to do on the back end, I just dealt with their team.
Doesn't mess up with like overall structure?
Nope. The whole Shopify stays the same. It doesn't touch anything. The app is completely separate. It just uses what you have going on your Shopify.
Cool. So this business, you mentioned like only a few years old, right? Like
2013 is when it was established. Basically 2014.
And when I think about it, like it's like quite fast growth. So like the business basically goes after like a certain niche, right?
Yeah.
Is that it?
We're heavy into the gearhead, motorhead, like people who love trucks and cars. We're into that niche, and they're a very devout niche of people that love their trucks and their vehicles. And yeah, that's primarily what we focus on. It's 90% male demographic. But it works well for us.
And do you think like so there are basically like personalities behind the brand, right?
Yeah, so I have the owner of the company is actually on a TV show. His name's Heavy D. He's the main influencer. He has like 2.5 million followers on Instagram, and he kind of pushes the boat. Yeah, a lot of people just watch what he does, and he's the main influencer for the company. But we have a lot of influencers on board that push the product.
And is that like how the business started, like from his personal kind of like brand?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah, they had a YouTube channel, and they grew on YouTube. They got famous on YouTube, and then they built a business after.
Okay, so it's okay. Interesting model. Cool, awesome, man. Like it's like the stuff that you do is eye-opening.
It's different, right? It's different than from most media buyers that I meet at the conference.
It's one platform, like.
It's it, yeah.
That's good. Like you. So what is he coming like next year? Like, do you see any
TikTok.
like TikTok? Yeah.
I see it coming.
You're itching.
Like I can't stop it. So we created a TikTok, and we have like 60,000 followers. We're close to 100,000 followers, but I can't get approved to advertise on TikTok. So.
Oh wow.
So as soon as I get approved, I see that coming really quick.
That's
especially if you're selling outside the U.S. But even in the U.S., I see TikTok coming quick.
Cool, awesome, man. So, and is that like the thing that the same trend will happen that like younger people will be like on TikTok, and then like older people
So I have children. I have 4 beautiful kids.
Oh, nice.
3 girls and 1 baby boy. But my daughter is 7 years old. She's 7. My oldest daughter is 7 years old. And when I come out in the mornings, she'll have a phone or she'll have the iPad and she's watching TikTok, and I have to because it's not. I have to monitor her and say you can't watch because it's not like parentally advised. Like you can put whatever you want on. But kids that are 7 to 12-year-old, they're all on TikTok. They're all watching. So the younger generation will be on TikTok.
Jeez, man.
It's weird, man. It's weird, but that's the honest truth. Is that my daughter that's 7 years old, watches it.
Cool, awesome. So what would be your like main advice, to brands, like to companies that want to like grow as fast as you?
Influencers. I think people underestimate the value of an influencer. As you build a company, you don't have any. Your brand isn't trustworthy unless you have somebody either experienced sending your product out and people have reviews that your brand is trustworthy. Or B, you have an influencer that says your brand is trustworthy. People trust influencers, right? And if an influencer says, I love this brand, they're a great brand, people are automatically going to believe that. So I think they're really underutilized in the space. People should be paying more influencers to promote their company.
Okay. And so with that, you just have the budget that you dedicate? You didn't measure the direct response?
Yeah. I mean, I don't even have a budget. Like I'll literally reach out to as many influencers as I can and find out who has good engagement, who can promote the stuff, and then if they convert well, I'll usually test them once, and if they convert well, then I'll set up some sort of a rev share split with them off campaigns that they run.
With some special code and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So still even now, because I said influencers, it was like a big, buzzword a few years ago. Now it's still not.
For me, it's crucial to my business. But it's probably the most important part of my business is influencers.
So not even paid traffic?
Even the paid traffic that I run with influencers. So I don't run paid traffic. I do run company stuff, but I run from influencers' pages, and I run with videos with influencers in them. So even my page strategy has influencers in it. That's
good, man. That's good. I mean, I'm looking forward to hearing your presentation.
Thank you, man. I hope it goes well.
You speak tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Okay, cool.
You speak at 4?
Yeah, today.
Perfect.
Yeah, looking forward to it, man.
It'll be good, man. It'll be good.
Thank you. So, guys, this was Wen Oaks. He's Chief Marketing Officer, right?
Yep.
In Diesel Power
Gear, yeah.
Yeah, so massively, fast-growing company, amazingly well. Marketing is different channels, very, very, if you want to learn, just reverse engineer what these guys do.
It was a pleasure to be here, man.
Yeah, thank you.
So
thank
much.
you, man.
I appreciate it, brother.
Thank you, man.